Hi, my name is Michel Sanchez, and I'll be talking about my master's thesis project called Rethinking the Co-Living Typology through the Revitalization of the Colonial Casona. Irapuato is located in the central state of Guanajuato and is historically known to be in a region that is famous for its agriculture to the point of being known as the capital of the strawberry. Founded during the colonial era in 1547, the city was designed in an irregular shape due to the existing topography of the river Silao. The idea behind this project is to repopulate and repurpose the existing historic buildings of the city centers of Mexico by applying this typology. Since the beginning of the millennia, there has been a strong growth in the development of affordable housing in Mexico. The so-called sinister paradises are attractive but distressing landscapes that strip individuals from the surrounding nature and isolate the homes in a sea of concrete. By looking at the existing city center of Irapuato, we can see that there are 276 buildings that are considered historic, but sadly, 57 of the historic buildings are abandoned. The site that I chose, it's inside the city center. It's between the Barrio San Francisco and Barrio de Santiago. One of the many advantages of the site is that it's at a walkable distance from many amenities in the city center. It's perfect for someone that doesn't have a way of transportation like a car. The site will be divided into 3 different buildings: a museum, a co-living space, and a cultural center. Each building was designed to repurpose and rehabilitate this section of the city center. The morphology of the project is to create a new typology building that could be recreated in other cities around the country. To make the site attractive for the general public to visit the space, I rehabilitated the existing courtyards to be used as public open spaces for social interaction to happen. The resident space has 3 different courtyards that residents can use at will, and at the same time, they facilitate the sunlight and the wind to enter the entire building. On the other hand, the museum has 1 central courtyard available to visitors, while the cultural center has 2 main public courtyards. On this axonometric view of the building, it is possible to appreciate what sections of the building are open to the sky. As you can see, this is the overall floor plan of the entire project, where I color-coded the different areas according to their purpose. Working on a historic preservation project, I cannot demolish or change any of the exterior walls, but when it comes to the interior walls, it is allowed if the wall is in bad condition, or the new project can salvage the existing wall and relocate it. The co-living typology is meant to redefine the 9-to-5 schedule by trying to reinterpret a more working-life balance, where we understand that no cubicle will satisfy human needs, and freedom of living, it's always on the go. The co-living space will provide low-floor housing units to young professionals, young families, or bachelors. It is not meant to be a long-term stay, but rather an aid for people to have a head start in life. There are a total of 14 individual rooms at a price of $200 or 6 double rooms at a price of $350 per person. The following section gives us a better understanding of the co-living space main area, as well as other areas such as the living room, the garden, or the co-working space. The co-working space is located on the opposite side of the property. This allows the residents to have more private space for them to focus on work. The Cultural Center is meant to be one of the 2 main attractions of the site for the general public. This is meant to be an extension of an existing cultural center that is located on the opposite side of the block. To create a better experience for residents and visitors, the use of native plants in the courtyard areas is crucial, and this will help them create a better environment that will correlate with the existing building. One of the things we know is that when they built these houses back in the 1700s, all of the materials were basically local. So these are materials that can be found in the surroundings, and the walls were mainly made out of brick, stone, or tapia pisada, which is layerings of mud. The final piece of this project is the museum area. where it's meant to be used by local artists or artisans to expose their work in the exterior or interior galleries that this museum provides to bring a more cultural experience to the city of Irapuato. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time.